Is anybody out there? It's Nino Radio. Oh, yeah. Hey, what up, everybody? Let's go. I'm like all excited over here. Man, let's go. It's Nino Radio. I still got oil on my fingernails, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. It's Nino Radio. Oh, yeah. God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. Sis, you there?
I am here.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got an awesome show for y'all tonight. We got a info pack show. It ain't gonna be too long. And here we go. Christy, how you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, sis. Make sure everything's lined up over here. Make sure that we're live on YouTube. That's the main place to be, is YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, there's Bone. Shout out to Bone in the chat. I was like, are we live? And then he commented, thank you, Bone. I ain't seen you in a while, bro. Holler at me. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're live lit, and that's it. Sis, how are you? Talk about that. What you're saying about the airport, sis. That's pretty interesting. Go ahead.
It was crazy, Nino. So, my sister and I have been rotating turns to go help my niece that's 28 that has MS with her daughter and things like that. And, I can't stay as long as my sister can sometimes because of my own health stuff going on. But today I was flying home, and I am telling you, I have never seen so many people in all of my life. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get through security, TSA checkpoint in Louisville, Kentucky. And then whenever I flew into Punta Gorda, which is like a really small, like Allegiant flies out of there. No big, really name brand.
So you had to jump on twice. You had to take a layover, whatever they call it.
No. It's a direct. Yeah, it's a direct flight. But landed into Punta Gorda, which is 9 miles from my house, and they have built. So Allegiant Air built a $740 million hotel property. And people are flocking to this $500 plus per night for a basic room. And it's only been open for like 3 weeks now.
It says, what's the main attraction? What's it there for?
I mean, it does have like a lot of really nice, like a food court, stuff like that. Everybody swears up and down that they're going to put a casino in it. Of course, the commissioners here and all of that are like, no, we're not putting a casino. It's going to be a casino resort. I'm telling you.
Wow.
It is massive, and it sits right on the bay. It doesn't even sit on the ocean. So like, there's not a beach. It is waterfront as far as being able to you might see some dolphins and stuff like that, but it's not what you would think of as your typical like touristy vacation thing if you were coming to Florida. You know what I mean?
So
what's oceanfront, and stuff like that. And it's just, it's $500 a night for the basic room.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, sis, and real quick, but besides that, so you hit the airport and it was just jam packed.
Oh my gosh. I have never seen so many people for a random Thursday. And snowbird season's already been full effect here. But it was everybody. I watched the lines leaving the airport whenever I was coming home. Every one of them was turning into Sunseeker Resort. So they've got it all over it's going to be one of the ads for the Super Bowl and all that. $700 million property just built by Allegiant.
Wow.
At least they had somebody to sponsor that one, though, didn't they?
Yeah,
instead of your people trying to build tax dollar hotels.
That's a whole other story. I have it in my show notes here. I want to kind of give my little 2 cents about that. But I'm old fashioned, y'all, and I don't want my city getting bigger beyond what it is now. I'm from West Texas, and man, it's too many people. Christy, before we get into the show, I just went to Twitter. Shout out Chingo Bling, that's the homie. He said that Greg Abbott is what's this right here? Greg Abbott, he reposted this, right? It's crazy about the border, y'all. Our people are standing up. Shout out Texas. I'm in Texas. Somebody tweeted, Greg Abbott is having his finest moment on the border issue. He's not defying SCOTUS or Biden. He's upholding his oath. Let's go. The razor wire and busing illegals to sanctuary cities has forced America's electeds to act. The dam is breaking. I don't say it often, but bravo, Texas governor. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on the southern border, from what I've been seeing, is the National Guard is basically out there. I think they are, well, he said not defying, he's actually upholding his oath. That's a good way to put it. But ladies and gentlemen, the southern border is out of control. Christy, I hate to be kind of not a player hater, but what do you call it, pessimist? But is it too late, sis? Like, now they're doing this? I kind of thought about that earlier. I'm like, you know what? They should be doing this a long time ago. But I do like seeing, the National Guard go up there and just storm the southern border. And hopefully they stop, some of this, this water in this dam that's just ready to bust open, for lack of better words. Go ahead.
And I don't know if it's too late. I mean, there have been so many people at Over Nino that have not been vetted. And you know what? Not just vetted for criminal history and for and things like that. I'm talking about even for like health issues. So measles is on the uprise again. Tuberculosis has made a rebound. You've got all of these, I hate to say it this way, like foreign countries that are bringing over here. I was going to say something else, and it wasn't going to sound right the way I was going to say it. So
okay,
yeah, you got these truly. I'm just going to say it. Truly, like third world countries that are bringing these diseases back. So you don't know like what people are transmitting. You don't know what they're bringing over. You don't know their intentions. You don't even know who they are. Like, even if they gave you identification. I told you about the one man, and this has been a couple years back, that burnt his fingertips off and came back over with a different alias. So we don't even know who's coming over, and I don't know if it's too late or not, but something's got to give. And I can tell you this though. I have seen patriots that are truly, I think, 100% fed up now though.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like an uprise on patriots ready to toe the line.
Shout out PJ Allison watching on Facebook, says Nino, come meet us at the border February 3rd. It's the last stop for the convoy. Man, let us know. Let me know. I need to figure that out real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, in the convoy, we got a TikTok video we'll play in a minute about the convoy. We don't know how true it is or not, but shout out PJ Allison for, saying this. We'll see what happens. Give me some more info. And real quick, Christy, speaking of that, I want to ask you, how often do you think of the Roman Empire?
Probably a lot more than most people.
Go ahead. It's kind of. I want to ask everybody else. How often do you think of the Roman Empire? But go ahead, sis.
The only reason I say that is because I've always loved like gladiator type movies, and I don't know why. Same thing with the Wild Wild West. I've always been attracted to like what civilizations kind of before us did. So I think probably about it a little bit more than most people, because you look at how like things really happened. Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter asked me that because I guess there's a trend going on TikTok, something like that. My wife, but my daughter asked me in front of my wife, and she said, "How often do you think of the Roman Empire?" I said, "Well, I didn't want to say every day, but I told my daughter, I said, I actually think about it probably once a month, at least for sure, And she said that most men, but my daughter said that most men, she saw that they think about the Roman Empire more often than not, because I guess the way Rome fell, the way they compare us to Rome, the way Rome had, basically, from my understanding, in any kind of civilization, right, what happens is the people get power, then the younger generation gets like, I don't want to say lazy, gets complacent. They go get all kinds of schooling and shows them, these different weird theologies and ideologies that are, I don't want to say progressive. I don't even understand. I'm just saying, like, right. The kids start not, they live a life of luxury to a certain point. They conquer, and then the people, the younger generation just comes in, basically spoon fed everything. And then there comes all this weird ideology. I would even say liberal ideology, but all this weird stuff starts coming up. And then, you start adding all the other, interesting topics and facts about the people in the nation, how degenerate they have, and how civilization has been, basically America has become more degenerate, and sooner or later, it's a boiling point. When does it boil over? But my daughter asked me about Rome, and I said I'm gonna ask Christy and everybody on the video about the same question. So there it is. Go ahead, sis. Before we go to our first topic, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm Maximus, or I love. I loved that movie, and I've always just loved, like, I think it's because of my heritage, like, and really trying to figure out how, like, civilizations worked, and how people maneuvered and things like that. So I think it's more of like a social thing for me, like a social work type thing of
Hmm.
looking at people's personalities, how they maneuvered, who their loyalty was to, and all of that. So yeah, I think that was a really good question, actually.
Yeah, Gregory says. Gregory says like the fall of Babylon. I don't know, y'all. It's wild times. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
kind of honest, right? I don't think that we
Be
could
all the way
fix.
honest.
I don't think we could fix most of this stuff, y'all. I think
I
we're.
don't either.
I think we're. Being just a Bible believing Christian, but besides that, I just think we're at a point now where it's not going to get any better. If Trump gets back in there, it's not going to. I mean, he's in there 4 years, right? I mean, what's he really going to do? Not trying to downplay him. Again, what if he don't get put in there? What if Trump doesn't? I always said, y'all, we're gonna mess around and get Biden for 4 more years. That's kind of my that's my estimation. That's my prediction, y'all. I don't think Trump's gonna get reelected. I'm a Trumper. I'm just saying that's just the gut feeling I have. Hopefully I'm wrong. But again, y'all, I don't sit here and say, oh, we have some kind of hope, or you know what I'm saying, Trump's gonna fix it, or there's a plan. Yeah, whatever. I'm like, you know what? Based on the way things are going, based on what I see, what I'm experiencing, I'm just like, damn, I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner. The fall of America. And then look at the dollar. My son went to Mexico and he said that he paid a lot of money for some cokes or something. And then I told somebody else about this, and they go to Mexico quite frequently, and they said, yeah, they said basically the dollar's worth less. So with
A lot less.
so with the dollar
Yeah.
being worth less, you're gonna pay more even in Mexico, right? Kind of
No,
crazy.
I don't. Is
Go
that
ahead,
is
sis.
that right? Is that right?
What's
I'm
that?
not sure about
Well,
the.
well, I guess the prices are higher in
I know.
Mexico.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
Oh, yeah,
even though
they
the
say.
dollar, because she said because the dollars is worth less, so it's more pesos, or I forgot how she put it.
I see what you're saying. I get it. I get it now. Yep, yep. I think it's
Go
just
ahead.
crazy. I think with them just trying to, I think it took them longer than they expected to push the wicked agenda.
Mm,
Um, I think that we've been groomed for it for a long time.
man,
Um, I think we've been desensitized to a lot of things.
yup.
And, I do I want Trump back? Yep, I do. But I'm not putting my faith or my hope in one man
Hell
to
no.
restore anything, not one human man. And
Well,
yeah,
that's all there is to it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be really completely honest. Hold on, real quick. Let me reset this real quick. Guys, we got problems in our own backyard. I keep saying this, but there's issues at hand in your own city. My city wants to use, taxpayer money for all kinds of things. And my wife said they've been doing it for so long already. Now, thankfully for social media, we can basically see it, pinpoint it, and call it out, right? But our own cities are corrupt, y'all. There's a woman running in my area for a Republican seat. She might have got it or whatever, but she's not a Republican. People that went to school with her said that she's been a liberal since for a long time. They had her on the show the other day. I posted a clip of me calling in and confronting her. She's a freaking masker. Anyway, I gotta be careful with my words. But the point is, I know her and I know their people. Their people are against our people here in Midland. But she's running under a Republican banner. The point is, a friend that we know, somebody we know says that they've known this woman for a long time and she's never been a Republican. She's been a liberal. She was on the radio at the very end. The host is telling her, if Trump is the last person, right, are you going to vote for Trump? This woman was just like a liberal lunatic, couldn't say that she would vote for Trump. She said, I will vote for the candidate of my party. He said, well, if it's Trump, are you going to vote for Trump? She could not bring it to herself to say that she would vote for Trump, y'all, even though she claims to be a Republican. The point is this, though. This is what's happening in our cities. People are in these city council meetings running for positions in the city, and they come in. Some are even doing it slick under the guise of being a Republican or even a conservative, and they are not. It's like they're infiltrating from within. And then there's another seat that we're fixing to have another race, I guess, where there's, the LGBT leader over there is running for the seat against, the person that we're backing. And I don't want to say the name yet. I don't want to bring none of that up yet on this video because it's going to be a good fight in Midland for this seat. But that's what they're doing in the cities, y'all. The cities are progressing, in my opinion, down the wrong path. And it's going to continue going that way. Most people don't want to stand up. Most people ain't going going to stand up. And most people basically want people like me to stand up and me be the target. But damn, we need some help. Send some help, ladies and gentlemen. Do something in your city. You know, quit worrying about politics as far as Trump and Biden. That's cool, I guess. But damn, if you look in your own backyard, I guarantee you there's a lot of wickedness being pushed in your city. The point is, do you even know it's happening? Go ahead, sis.
No, I mean, I just think it's the truth. And I think that the word Republican has become so watered down that people consider themselves that maybe now because they don't agree with some of the really far left stuff, but definitely are not conservative and definitely are not constitutionalist and things like that.
Christy,
So,
but you know the woman I'm talking about, right? Do you
I
believe
know the one that the one that has already tried to shut down businesses and. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, and I cannot wait for this battle to happen. This is one I am ready for.
It's going down in Midland, Texas. Y'all just be ready because, you know, Nino America is going to bring that coverage like no other. I digress. Let's get to this degeneracy of them all. And I'm just scrolling Twitter before we start our show. Since we got a list of things we're going to talk about, topics, y'all, but Twitter's on fire right now. Krishan Rock and her dude, Blueface, you know, I'm going to just touch on this hot topic. He's in prison. They moved him to PC. We don't know if it was by his doing or not, but she moved back into his house. My wife told me this the other day. These people are one of the most degenerate, toxic couples of them all. Many people follow them. And my wife said the other day that Blueface let her live back in his house. And there she is after he's done beat her and cheated and everything, y'all, with this woman. And this is the people, when they go live, Instagram has them. There's 100,000 people watching on the live. Yep. This is who society promotes. This is who society is intrigued by. People like this, y'all. People that shouldn't be role models. Maybe not, I hate to say, maybe not even parents, but they are somewhat. But this is crazy, y'all. Blueface is moving back in. I mean, Krishan Rock is moving back in Blueface's house. Your thoughts, Christy? Go ahead.
I think that, my personal opinion, I think reality TV created a lot of this. Yeah. That people love drama, they love divide, they love watching other people's stuff unfold. And like I said, it's just been a desensitization tactic that they've used. That you know, watch other people's drama, get involved in this. This is what really happens in the world, not what should be happening in the world. You know what I'm saying? The conservative values that I grew up with of the community, helping the community, you know, watching my grandfather take vegetables and stuff to people in need of food and stuff like that. We've gotten away from that. Everything is so commercialized and drama filled that's what people think the norm is.
And that's why we're pushing our message, y'all, right? Eva says that she never heard of this couple. Good for you. I'm glad you haven't because you ain't missing nothing. But me being a content creator and me, you know, my wife and daughter, you know, they're on in the internet too and they see these things. You know, they're interested in this kind of stuff. Not that they sit there and just follow them all day, but I mean, you know, it's out there, right? And it's somewhat interesting, I guess, but it starts, like you said, with the reality TV because they were on a show called Bad Girls Club or something. My wife knows more about it, but that's where they started. I used to watch all those. I can't lie. But sis, let's be honest. Where did it really start, though? It started with Jerry Springer, right? From Jerry Springer, if you kind of notice, all the stuff has become like a big old Jerry Springer episode.
MTV,
right?
MTV was kind of one of the first to get in on the reality TV show side of it whenever they did where all those people lived together, and then it turned into like, you know, then you had the Jersey Shore, then you had the Desperate Housewives of all over the world.
Tila Tequila.
Yeah.
She's pretty interesting.
And all that.
Tila Tequila, she's pretty interesting. I don't know if she's on something now, but she's kind of hard to find. I don't know if she has a page or anything, y'all, but she was like one of the first ones that really blew up off of MySpace days. She got a lot of views on her video or songs because back then the player would link your song to, I guess, a streaming number or something. And basically she was like the most popular person on MySpace. So her numbers went off the charts back in the day. But she was pretty smart because she basically capitalized off of her fame, started her own website with her name, and she blew up from the MySpace days to now. She done fell off and she's kind of like cuckoo. I don't know. But I'm just saying people like that help create this fabric of this degenerate reality that we consume now. From MTV, Tila Tequila, even her show, right, to all these other shows that just sprung up. She was like one of the forefront leaders. I saw a YouTube video. I like to watch videos sometimes that have like, they focus on one topic, and they said that she was like influential as far as, you know, what she did with her popularity and them having a show that blew up. And now basically a lot of people have followed that pattern, but she was one of the first ones that did it. Go ahead, sis.
So you look at things like Teen Mom and
Yeah.
Teen Mom and 16 and Pregnant, where they use the spin that it actually, whenever the first seasons were airing, that it actually dropped teen pregnancy. But then I would like to know what happened whenever these people are looking at these 16-year-olds that became multimillionaires off of being promoted by MTV, VH1, all those things. I wonder if it really helped or not. But I mean, you just look at the things that have been promoted, premarital sex with and having babies, and at a young age and getting monetized off of it. I don't know. It's just, I think that reality TV really, really was the start of kind of everything.
And sis, speaking of that, some of them made a lot of money too. I need to watch out here. I got this Twitter up, but I'm gonna get banned over with this heading over here. But anyways, the people from the teen moms, I even told my wife, I hated that crap. Seeing these out of wedlock teens, being promoted on these shows, and then they got careers, podcasts, and everything. And I told my wife, I said, "Damn!" I said, "What happened to the days when being pregnant out of wedlock was shameful?"
Yep.
I see people doing baby showers and all this stuff, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm old fashioned. I'm not gonna like the post, And there's so much I can say, but I'm gonna piss somebody. I'll leave it at that as far as that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna play this clip of. Oh, hold on, before I'll go there, I want to make this other point. That's why we do what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Nino America, Christy, my fellow conservatives, right wing angel. We try to bring content that's thought provoking, somewhat hip, and able to give to the masses, y'all, because we're on this side. If anything, look at Nino America. Say what you want about me. I got a Jesus shirt on. I got a Trump hat on. I'm a married man. My family's in the front of the house. So if anything, I'm trying to push content that I think will be approved by true conservative Christians.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I need help, y'all," but damn, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Sometimes it is kind of tough, making content with little to no support. And I'm not trying to say nobody on here, but I'm just telling you, y'all, we're trying over here on this end. We're trying to combat what is being put out there in the culture. That side versus this side. What side are you on? I think we all know. But I digress. This is a little clip, sis. It's a 45-second clip about the border. But Biden's responding. I wanted to play this real quick. Let's check it out.
Well, as it stands right now, you might be able to make out behind me, Texas's razor wire is still here inside of Shelby Park. It remains untouched. However, the Biden administration has now warned Texas it has until tomorrow to allow Biden's border agents back into Shelby Park and the ability to remove Texas's razor wire as it sees fit. A federal attorney writes to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton that the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the Biden administration, ending a temporary restraining order that prohibited Biden's border agents from touching Texas razor wire in and around Shelby Park. The Biden administration goes into detail about the access it wants. It wants access to Shelby Park, also the nearby boat launch and the international bridge.
Why would a president of the greatest country in history have an issue with a state such as Texas securing its border? No, hold on, sis. Everybody think about this. Why would anybody have an issue with us protecting an entrance into our homeland? How nefarious, how disgusting, how wicked and evil it is for people to not let us protect our homes and our families and our children. What the hell is really going on? It's like it's orchestrated. What's the other reason? You know what I said? Put more barbed wire. Make that fence even taller. I live in Texas. Man, I can't even stand when there's a stray dog running around the corner barking at me and my wife. We're getting our groceries out. We're all, frightened by it. Big old pit bulls out on the south side running around. Let alone a person that we don't even know. Better yet, a criminal or someone with some kind of disease. And we can't protect what matters to us. Christy, how the hell does that make sense?
It doesn't. I mean, there's just no reasoning for it. There's only so much that, like, land can take before it's just to the point of overpopulation. And we're there. Like, we don't even know who's here. We can't even figure out our own homeless crisis that we have going on. And I'm not talking about the people that choose to be that way because of whatever they're doing in their life that isn't on the straight and narrow. I'm talking about people that live honest lives, that are, hardworking citizens that are out here having their mortgage jumped up $6,000 a year because of homeowners insurances, because they're backing out and all that. It's just crazy to me.
And there's more here. I'll play one more. Y'all wasn't even going to hit this border issue tonight, but we'll check it out. Look at this. It might be the same one.
Showdown is brewing in Eagle Pass, Texas right now. A huge hub for illegal border crossings. There is a standoff that is underway between the federal government, which wants the razor wire that Texas put in place there to protect its own state. They say it has to go. And Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he will not. The Biden administration has now given him a deadline of tomorrow to allow Border Patrol access to the area. It's called Shelby Park. Essentially setting up a confrontation potentially between federal agents and the Texas National Guard. A border.
Sis, I seen the clip earlier. They said that Texas can actually defend itself. I forgot where it was written, but I seen it, sis, and it's like an old part of some kind of documents, right? Forgive me for not knowing what it was, but basically saying that Texas could go to war over this. Our state could go to war as far as protecting what's ours.
I
Don't
mean,
play
I've
with
heard that
us.
before too.
Don't play with us.
I am not. Yeah, I'm not that good with politics and all that. But I've heard that. I
seen it. I don't know if it was a Texas, I don't even know what it was, but it was a document. They said that Texas can, actually go to war over, certain issues, this being one of them. Showdown tomorrow, y'all, Shelby Park. What the hell is going on, everybody? Who's going to fold, right? Either Abbott or Biden. Who's going to fold first? Man, this is crazy. 3 hours ago, they barely dropped this. Wow. Sis.
Yeah, going back, and they were talking about if Texas seceded from the U.S. But I mean, if you look up, like, if you just kind of Google what the annexation of Texas as the 28th state of the United States in 1845 led directly to the Mexican-American War. Yeah, it's talking about how, I mean, it could happen again. Yep.
Damn, when's enough? And a lot.
I mean, I've already given you the stats and multiple videos of how much it costs just the state of Texas. Billions. What was it? 900 billion or 845 billion for 1 year for just Texas immigrants.
I'm telling you. And right now, you can even Google it. People are, they feel more emboldened than ever. Texas sensationalists, straight up. The articles are popping up like they're ready to succeed. That's a common, train of thought for a lot of Texans, y'all. They want to get out the union. This is wild, y'all. I'm going to keep my eye on this one, sis. I didn't know it was boiling over to this point. We need to get old Frank back on here, Frank Lopez. Wow. This is wild. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for going off on a tangent over here, but we're going to get to the regular scheduled program here. Sis, you ready?
I am ready.
It's Nino Radio. Oh, yeah. Let's go to the first topic at hand. It's going to be Christy. Let's go to this. This is pretty crazy, y'all. Now, I saw a picture on, I don't know, a thread or what, of Taylor Swift. It wasn't too disgusting, but it was, borderline there. But sis, what's up with Taylor Swift and the AI going wild? Go ahead.
So we just have to be careful with our words, but there were profiles made on social media that showed Taylor Swift in some you're good with these, Magalingo, help me with this.
She was in a subjective pose,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Either way, a disgusting picture that was borderline corn. We'll say it like that. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so it started off that, like people were posting these pictures and people were talking about it. And I think that like it might have maybe Taylor at that point didn't even realize like how big this story had gotten, but like she is pissed. She wants to look at legal action against these people. And I just have to say, like, I am not a fan of Taylor Swift at all.
I mean, my wife can't stand her. Hold on, sis. My wife can't stand her. She was a pro-masker, all that, y'all. Her and her dude. But,
she believes in abortion and all of that. Yep. And as much as I can't stand her.
No, what's right is right. What do you think?
I think that AI is going to be something that is going to become very dangerous. I think it is going to be a way that there's not going to be able to get a full glimpse of what's going on with the things that we're trying to protect children from. That it's going to give access to a huge group of possible victims that won't be able to fight for themselves with this AI stuff. We've already seen it firsthand with like, rappers saying that they've collabed with these people and they haven't. They used AI generated things, and I think it's just deceitful. And I think I don't know. I don't like it. It's the devil in my Waterboy voice.
And there's some words I can't say on here, y'all. I'm not going to say the P word on YouTube for obvious reasons. But I digress, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. She don't know if she's going to take legal action. The Twitter account that posted this does not exist anymore. It's shocking that social media platform even let them be up to begin with. I'm telling you right now, from what I've seen on Twitter as of late, it's like wide open. And I've been kind of alluding to this lately, y'all, that Twitter has been on fire, and it's pretty awesome to be on Twitter from what I can see. But at the same time, y'all, it's kind of a little, I don't know. It's kind of a dingy, creepy little feeling being on Twitter, y'all, because it's just like, I don't know if it's a bunch of AI, a bunch of spam, but something about Twitter is a little bit off. Maybe it's I'm not gonna say too much free speech, but there is some stuff on Twitter that you gotta be very careful. I mean, to be honest, y'all, I don't like seeing, these
graphic
clips.
pictures.
Well, thank you. I don't like to see graphic clips of people being unalived. That's one of the one things I noticed on Twitter. You could see somebody getting on Twitter, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. If I see them something like that, I'll kind of just scroll quick because I don't want to see that part. For I don't know, call me what you want to call me. I just don't want to put my eyes on that kind of stuff. So Twitter is wild. Is she gonna take legal action? I don't know. But again, y'all, Taylor Swift is pissed. And let's be honest, not everybody knows about AI. Imagine the people that are easily deceived and duped by internet, shams and scams. Me.
Absolutely.
Me. It's called, what's the word called? It's called uncanny valley. Uncanny valley, I believe. That is the feeling you get. Look at that word up for me, sis. Will you give me the definition? Uncanny valley. Uncanny valley. That's when you look at an image that was created by AI and you feel a certain way, something just don't feel right. It's kind of a weird, ugly feeling you get with AI because it ain't real, right? And
it says,
go ahead.
Yeah, it just says the definition of it is a theory that suggests that humanoid objects that appear almost but not exactly like a real human can evoke feelings of eeriness or revulsion. Mm-hmm. The theory is based on the idea that humans are comfortable with other human-like objects or entities up until a certain point.
So basically, if you see something that looks a little off, your mind's going to tell you it's a little off. But let's be honest, y'all. How long will it take till they can figure it out how to make it basically identical as a real picture? I believe we're getting close. I actually did a video on this a while back, y'all, and it's pretty crazy how technology has, advanced since then. But Taylor Swift is pissed, y'all. Let us know what you think in the comments. Yeah, I think I'd be pissed too if I seen this. Man, imagine her father, right? I mean, this is just horrible, to be honest. I know we don't like Taylor Swift, or I know me and my family are not fans of her, but, they're being pretty mean to her online, especially with, all this football riffraff going on, and she's pissed about the AI pics. Final words before we move on to the next topic.
Yeah, I mean, so they said on X that they removed the account immediately whenever they learned it was AI generated, but within seconds, another account had reposted the same exact picture,
Wow.
and it says that these the that the cyber or the cybercrime unit can't even like keep up with all of these accounts that are creating these things and what they're going to do about it. So I think it's opened up a plethora of problems, and
Amen.
I don't yeah
It's
I don't
horrible.
want it in my life.
I said this in a live the other night that TikTok has become the next QVC. I actually said that when I was live the other night. Sis,
Yep.
TikTok is crazy. Before we go, we got a TikTok clip we'll play in a minute, but I just want to say this about TikTok real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Adrian, for that comment because it's going to lead me to this segue, topic. I said on the live the other day that's what I believe TikTok is. It's like the new QVC. They tricked everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
They first showed you, right, that you can go viral on TikTok with not being famous, not having the best mic and, computer and camera. And they had that algorithm at first, right, turned up. So a lot of people got millions of views on videos that maybe, I don't know if they should have or not gotten the views, but they blew up on TikTok. And now if you post on TikTok, I'm on there, I'll get 10,000, maybe 20,000, sometimes 50,000 views on a video, depending on the quality of how, interesting it is, right? We're all fighting for someone's attention. But I've noticed, especially in the beginning, because I watch numbers and we claim we're shadow banned here and there. And I believe there's a restriction on accounts, but that's another topic. The point is, I noticed at the beginning of TikTok, you could throw a video and man, it's maxed up. The algorithm just pumps you up. Big numbers. And I said the other day on a live that basically they duped everybody on TikTok because everybody was blowing up, doing big numbers. And now if you want to see a video with 100,000 plus views or likes, it's basically going to be somebody selling you a ring light or a vacuum cleaner or something.
Yep.
And it even says, and I'm part of the creator fund as well. I got accepted to the creator fund also to sell and partner with different brands. And I accepted it because to me, I'm like, hey, I make a little bit of money. Or if anything, maybe it'll help my page as far as being put out there because it's a monetized page that has some kind of affiliations with brands, whatever. I haven't sold anything on there. I'm just saying they offer me the incentive and I accepted it on TikTok, whatever, right? But the point is, it even tells you in the back door, back office of TikTok that's what's going to get promoted. People that are selling items is going to get further reach. So that's what I said. TikTok tricked everybody. Everybody was going viral on TikTok. Now it ain't that easy. But if you want to go viral, you got to sell something. So basically, Christy, I think TikTok tricked everybody because like Adrian just said, everybody's on TikTok trying to sell something.
Yep.
And let's be honest though. If you can go viral, if you can do good and be a salesman, hey, I guess go for it. But was that your intentions all this time? When I got on social media, y'all, I wasn't on here to sell a hat, sell a shirt, sell anything, to be honest. I just went live. You did videos. I'm from the King Face era, y'all, going live on Instagram and just letting it rip. But can you imagine now, in order to get reach on TikTok, you have to peddle a product?
Yep.
They tricked everybody, sis. Your thoughts?
I think that but I think X is and everything is turning into the same thing.
Wow.
You got Facebook Marketplace. X wants to do all this monetization and all these things for ads and revenue and all of that. I just think that that's the way that they're all going to turn out to be. It's all about using us, the puppets, by the puppet masters. And the thing is that we know that TikTok, they've already said that if you have a TikTok account, that they embed. We've talked about how they can get into your social wallets, your pictures, your voice recordings, everything. They know what you like already. So that's the first thing that pops up. I mean, it's crazy. You talk about, I was at Whitney's and she was talking about needing a grooming kit for her dog,
and it popped up right
Sis.
there. Hey, we all know that. We all know that. Hey, shout out Chicano Tube, y'all. That's a good friend on the social media landscape. Y'all give Chicano Tube a follow. That's my brother in Christ and a fellow patriot, y'all. Shout out Chicano Tube. But Christy, real quick, the other day, I ain't gonna lie, I told my wife about that I was thinking of something, and I opened my phone up, and I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram, but I told my wife, I said, "Damn, dude," I said, "Do you think that they could read my mind?" Because when I was thinking about a product or something, it popped up. I'm like, damn, could they go into your mainframe over here? I digress,
Exactly.
y'all. Let us know what you think in the comments. We're going to go to our next topic, which is this. Christy, Vince McMahon, what's up with this dude?
Oh gosh, so I was kind of shocked. Well, no, I wasn't shocked. That's not true.
Nothing's going to shock us nowadays, right? With these CEOs and
Yeah.
bosses and these headlines, they're salacious.
Yeah, so he's being accused of of trafficking and assault of former WWE employees. So what pretty much happened is that this girl signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and was going to get an amount of $3 million to keep the affair and everything quiet, and she didn't get the full payment. He didn't. So she wants to void that agreement and has filed lawsuit.
Oh my goodness, Christy. I got to read this in a minute. Continue. Hey, shout out Roxanne. Everybody tapping in. What's up, SoCal? Everybody in the chat. Go ahead, sis. Whoa.
And with that, yeah. So there's been 4 women that have come forward that he's paid upwards of $12 million to 4 women over a 16-year span to keep quiet the allegations of misconduct and infidelity. The Wall Street Journal also has reported that they are investigating the WWE for a secret $3 million settlement to pay an employee with whom he had an affair to remain quiet. So, yeah.
And he did pay her, right? The initial payment of $1 million, one of them, right? And now he voided the contract by not continuing the payment, correct? Now she's coming out?
Right, correct.
Guys, yep. I can't even leave it on the screen for YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not trying to get banned over here, but it said that I could say it, I guess, he you know the rest, on someone's head? Guys, I'm going to tell you something. That's why I kind of believe this. Because I watched another YouTube video, right, that talks about, I think this one was about Instagram models that get flown to Dubai. Now, Dubai has a very peculiar situation here. So this video claims that there's trafficking going on through the means of social media, which we know that that's how they maneuver sometimes. But that these models will get flown out to Dubai, and these billionaires will do the same kind of acts like Vince McMahon. What is it with these guys, y'all? These rich old perverts. I don't know if he's one, but they got so much money that what gets their rocks off is to use a number 2 on somebody.
And
so that's why I kind of say this. I kind of believe it, because Dubai has a similar situation going where they're, how can I say right here, eating. I got to be quiet, but you know the rest. This is some diabolical, disgusting filth. Go ahead, sis.
And Dubai has been really very typically conservative whenever it comes to things. Not until, I can't remember how many years ago, if you were not legally married, even if you were coming there to visit, you could not share a hotel room with like your partner. You had to be legally married to have a hotel room. And so, but we know what's happening. We know about how social media has changed everything.
Hold on real quick. Says Brand claims McMahon directed her to regularly visit Laurinaitis at a hotel where the two had, or prior to reporting to the office. I've left that hotel feeling bad about myself every time, Grant claims she told McMahon. John is the uncle of, I don't want to go too crazy over here. This is wild, sis. There's Trump. Shout out Trump. Sis, what do you think's going to happen with this? I know you brought this topic up for the show. This is wild. I guess we'll follow along with this one. I guess is another man being accused, y'all. Again, believe all women, or what do y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? This is crazy, to be honest. And I don't know. Just judging by looking at McMahon, I believe he probably is an old pervert. I don't know, but I haven't really looked into this, but it really doesn't surprise me with these people that have a lot of money, y'all. To be honest, I kind of liked it. I grew up a little poor, and I'm not really extremely rich and all that. I got what I need to survive. I think when you get too much money, y'all, something happens in your life, your brain, who knows. I think I'd rather live a humble life like I'm living now, instead of getting entrenched in these wicked paths that many of the filthy rich go down. Final words on this, sis? Go ahead.
I think you said it perfectly. And I think that, the thing with with some of these are different than these women that just kind of all come together all at once and speak up. Of course, like Juanita Broderick, we knew immediately she was telling the truth. You can read her soul, and you can never doubt that lady. Whenever we did the interview with her and all of that, but I think the difference is that each of these women that are coming forward have proof of the non-disclosure agreements because they got copies of them. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. But I think you're right. I think whenever I think maybe, especially people born into money, I think that they already have this entitlement to their personality, and that they feel like they're untouchable, that they can just do whatever they want with never having any repercussions. And if you're doing dirty, everything in the dark comes to light.
Amen. Let's continue. Our next topic is going to be wild moment in Oakland. Christy, what's up with this one?
So just some more of the Oakland annex of breaking in and dragging an ATM down the street.
Does it have the video on here?
Yeah, there was a video.
Okay, I'm trying to play it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and I have seen so many of these videos, and I don't know why they keep popping up, but like of people literally running to these gas stations like at 3:00 in the morning.
There's a van.
Yeah, and chaining up the ATM and like pulling it all the way through the framework of the store to get it out, and like dragging it behind their vehicles. And like, how is this stuff happening? I don't know. I guess maybe because I've lived in such a, I don't know. I've never been exposed to like such criminal behavior that you see on the internet all the time.
Let me see if I can get out of here. I'm trying to zoomed in. They're bank heists in Oakland, California. Is that an ATM? They're dragging it down the street. Whoa.
Exactly.
They crashed through the gun shop store. Boom. I don't know. And what are they going to take? In a gun shop? I mean, sis, these things have serial numbers. Why would anybody, anyways, crazy.
Exactly.
Sis,
yeah.
But let's be honest. We talked about Keith Lee. He had to cancel his Bay tour due to the ghetto-ness of the Bay.
Yep.
I think the Bay is probably one of the most dangerous areas in the United States, y'all. These guys are not playing. They're stealing in broad daylight, grabbing these ATMs. It's the wild west in the West.
Right. The whole machine.
Sister, let's be honest. How much money is in an ATM? Probably can't be more than $5,000, I would think.
No,
right?
and no, in a bank ATM. Hold on.
Oh, find that one out.
Yeah. That was because they did it from Bank of America. This wasn't like a gas station one. This was Bank of America.
Well, sis, they probably even had less money. Think about it, because they can just put money every day, I would think. But who knows? I don't know.
I'm getting ready to look right now.
Look it up real quick. What's up, everybody?
Anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000.
I'm telling you all, California is crazy. I'm glad I live in West Texas. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When I was younger, I thought that the ATM, the money came from the ground up into the ATM, y'all. I don't know, a little tunnel there, like the who's. Anyways, I digress. Wild times in Oakland, y'all. Yeah, be careful out there. Let's go to the next one, sis. This is the TikTok video. What's up with TikTok?
So I posted this yesterday and was getting a lot of feedback from it. Like, nobody claimed that the video was fake. Nobody claimed that these, weren't really happening. So I tried to do my own research, and I didn't remove the video, but I can't figure out if this convoy really is in Texas. It's called the trucker and the farmer convoy that is going to help, like, heading all the way through Texas areas to help with the border and all that. But I can find, there's all kinds of videos on TikTok about it. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube about it, but I could not find any news article, anything about it. But it shows like lined up for miles, but don't know if that's repurposed video or if that's really happening right now.
I'll play real quick, y'all, with no sound, because it has a rock song. Wow, some farmer tractors. I don't know if this is true. It might be.
I know I looked, but I just could not find any
Interesting.
anything besides TikTok or YouTube that was posting this stuff. But
Well, there it is. Y'all let us know if y'all know anything. Someone said earlier that the convoy stops on, I think, the 3rd of February. Forgot. Let us know what you think, y'all. Last thing we're going to get to, y'all, real quick is going to be McDoubles. Sis, what's up with this?
it is crazy. So we did a live not too long ago where we were talking about the McDonald's was doing this spinoff to a new restaurant. What's it called? Cosmics or
Cosmics,
yeah,
I guess.
Cosmics.
Yeah.
Cosmics is what it is. And they are doing twice as many customers a day as a typical McDonald's. There
What?
is that they have set up. It is what they consider their biggest customer age is between 22 and I believe it's either 28 or 29 years old. But they have all these like health drinks and people are going crazy for this stuff. They set up a military style line for people to get through because people were waiting 4 hours in line to get through one of these Cosmics drive-throughs.
And one's one in Illinois. Where are they at right now? And what's
So there was one. There was one in Illinois. Let me see. Hold on. I had all that. Yeah.
Wow, look at these
In
lines,
Bolingbrook,
y'all.
Illinois. Yep. And
What the
then
hell?
if you even in that link that you see, Nino, it says military effort at new Cosmics to deal with fans waiting 4 hours to get these drinks that they're serving and stuff like that.
Sis, but what's the hype? What's so good about it?
The drinks, I don't know. That's just, they said people are going nuts over it. Waiting 4 hours in line to get a Mc whatever is stupid.
Look at this retail expert. McDonald's is certainly targeting the TikTok generation. I'm telling you, I know people in my chat saying screw TikTok, but I'm gonna tell you right now, TikTok is an animal in itself, y'all. I honestly don't even check TikTok probably once every couple of days. Sometimes I look, but to be honest, I hardly go on TikTok. It's not in my little circle. It's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, even True Social. But TikTok, I'll click it every now and then. But guys, a lot of people are on TikTok. Our kids, they're on TikTok. The younger generation is on TikTok. Us old farts over here, on Facebook, right? But I digress. TikTok has a lot of power. We can sit there and talk all this crap about it all we want. But the truth of the matter is TikTok is a behemoth on the social media landscape, y'all. That's for real. So I would say, if anything, we can hate it all we want, but we need to understand that TikTok is something special about TikTok. I don't know how they mastered the formula, what they did, turning up the algorithm, who knows? But TikTok is something else, y'all. But look what it says right here. They're targeting TikTok generation. The marketing is all very social media friendly. It's very wacky and colorful, and it's very different to the traditional old McDonald's brand.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It said that despite only being open for 3 weeks of the month, that Cosmos attracted more visits than a typical McDonald's did in the whole month of December. It says that Memphis store saw more than triple the number of visits per square foot than its sister restaurants.
And then right here, like Starbucks approach, lattes, cold brews, sandwiches. Let's see here. I'm looking at the menu. I'm getting hungry now. I eat Chick-fil-A.
It said people were really focusing more on the sugary drinks than the burgers by going to this place. So getting, like you said, the lattes and the frappes and the sugary.
Look at these teas. Yes, this iced tea. Thank you, Chrissy, for giving this awesome little segment right here. Thank you. My producer right here came through clutch. I said, Chrissy, let's put a show together. And I digress, y'all. Iced teas and lemonade, sis. Tropical Spicade. Spiceade, blackberry mint, sweet tea, sour tango, iced tea, sour cherry energy burst. Wow, I'm pretty impressed with the marketing, the names. This is interesting. I give it a thumbs up as far as the way they're presenting this. I mean, it's doing good for a reason. Sour cherry energy burst. berry hibiscus sourade, island pick me up punch, blueberry ginger boost. Man, shout out with them names. I like those names. Slushes and frappes, I guess sis. Chai. I don't never drink chai. I know my little cousin loves chai. Chai, frappe, burst, pomegranate. Ugh, I hate pomegranates. Hibiscus slush.
I love pomegranate.
Popping pear slush. Cold brew frappe, churro frappe. Hey, what's up, Roxanne? Would you like something like that, sis? A churro frappe. I know a lot of the Mexicans and Hispanics love churros, and not me.
What's the churro?
It's like a is it like a burrito? I don't even know what it is, to be honest. It's like some kind of a snack, or I don't even know what a churro is. I just know the word, and people love them. I don't know if they're tacos or I don't know what they are. I think my wife and daughter like them too, but I never even ate them, to be honest. But that's a name, churro frappe. And interesting, y'all. That's the thing that's going viral here. 50 cars lined up. Wow.
Yeah, it said that the people were happy to wait 4 hours in line to get their drink.
Roxanne said, churro frappe. Say what? Yeah, I'm telling you, golly, this is wild, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's be honest, y'all. You know, I know McDonald's might not be your cup of tea, but hey, I'm glad to see somebody making some money. I'm a capitalist, so you know I'm glad to see some kind of money being made, and hey, there it is.
I mean, but you think about this, you know, and I might be wrong, but I've never heard a lot of conspiracy theories or anything coming out of the McDonald's brand. They have Ronald McDonald houses across the nation where parents get to stay, you know, it's like an apartment type setup. If your child is sick, you know, and is going to a specialist for cancer treatments or whatever kind of treatments, and, you know, good for them. You know, if they know how to do it, I'm all for it.
Yeah, give them some props, y'all. I had to get off there. This freaking McAfee came up. This freaking, man, that's what I hate about Daily Mail, y'all. It's like a weird Chinese website. Speaking of them, hold on. What I want to say about this is I watched the movie about McDonald's, how it started. McDonald's actually makes the most money, or they're most valuable due to them having the most real estate. Think about how many franchises they have across the nation, y'all. Their actual asset is basically the land that they've bought and they control in the markets they're in, y'all. McDonald's is an interesting story. I guess the video came out on Netflix. It was like a movie. The guy came in. He finally got rid of the two owners little by little, and he basically made the whole thing a franchise. He basically made it to where, you could buy a franchise and you had to cook the same thing. Like that, I think McDonald's is probably the reason why a lot of restaurants carry the same kind of mode, or the same kind of they do the same. Yeah,
it's all developed by the corp.
But basically, there's not no changes. You're not going to have a weird logo. Nope. You're not going to have, different menus or whatever. You can have the same thing. And basically, McDonald's is the one that spearheaded, I believe, a lot of that and getting that implemented across the board with a lot of restaurants, y'all, which is pretty smart, right? You just basically double whatever's working and put it everywhere. And it's the same thing no matter where you go. So that's the McDonald's story. I remember there was a Netflix movie. It was pretty good. Sis, me and my wife watched it, and it was good. So with that, my battery's telling me it's time to go memes. Chrissy, thank you for joining me on the live, sis. Final words. Go ahead, sis.
No, everybody, thank you for coming. We are so glad to see all of y'all here, and we're just going to keep pushing content.
Amen. We are. And there we go. Someone says, look up human. Oh, for McDonald's. Whoa. Now, I'm not going to say there ain't no, something crazy going on, some tunnels under there or something. Who knows? But as far as what I've heard, nothing too crazy about McDonald's. I like Chick-fil-A, though.
It says that the total, as of February 2023, McDonald's says the total investment for a new traditional McDonald's restaurant ranges from about $1 million to $2.3. This includes a $45,000 franchise fee and you have to have at least $500,000 in liquid assets to purchase a McDonald's.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you should see how much it is to get a Krispy Kreme franchise. It's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, since I don't like McDonald's, my kids love McDonald's, and I know Don Q and them will look down on me all the time about it, but my kids love McDonald's, y'all. They love to eat it, and I do not like McDonald's. I never eat it. Do you?
Very seldom.
The fries are good. They say the fries are the best, and the Cokes, but go ahead.
The thing that I do love their iced coffee and just their sausage biscuit in the morning whenever I was going to work. But there's nothing else that I was like, oh, let me stop at McDonald's and get some fries. No, I never do. I never did that.
Hey, Bone got a good point. He said, don't forget when Popeyes came out and the chicken sandwich people were waiting for 5 hours in line to get one. We'll see if McCoy's or McFlurry, what's it called? Whatever it's called. Let's see if McDonald's
Cosmics.
If Cosmics will, follow suit with Popeyes, they'll still be popular. Man, thanks for that comment, Bone, making me think. And shout out my boy Bone. He was on the live the whole time. That's our brother right there. Stay safe out there, Bone. Anyways, y'all, thank you for watching, guys. We got a lot of things in the works. Obviously, you could tell the studio done got revamped, and I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Sit back there. There's a little chair back here. You can't see it, but we have a certain situation coming up next. Y'all have already heard me talk about it. I'll say it. I got my podcast coming, and we're gonna be trying to get guests here. And me and my wife stayed up till 5 a.m, and we painted the whole studio. It looks amazing. It's thunder gray. The back wall is iron ore, and it's beautiful. Me and my wife are not professional painters, and there's a set back here. There's a chair, and we're gonna get it all nice. And my arms came in from my mics, and we're gonna finish setting everything up. And we should have our podcast, live pretty soon, y'all. And it's gonna be a different, avenue of content on my channel, and it's all primarily for YouTube, y'all. I love YouTube. I'm a YouTuber, and we thank y'all for watching and supporting us. Chris, thank you for all you've done, sis. They were laughing when we said we were YouTubers. The next day we got monetized. So nah, boo hater, we're still here. We're still here. Right. Amen. So with that, y'all, thanks for watching. God bless y'all in the name of Christ our Lord. We got a lot of YouTube videos on YouTube. Check them out. Also, I got a video. I haven't dropped it. It's my third homeless interview, y'all, with Dennis. And I need to go ahead and drop it sooner or later. I will. Please check that one out. All the other content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Truth. We're on everything, y'all. Twitter. And there it is. Rumble. And we don't crumble. You're an American. You're a patriot. You got grit. Christy.
Act like it.
We're out.